Hey guys, Alpha here, and today I'm tackling level 9 of the current challenge dungeons, and that means we're dealing with Defoud, Chinese gods, and Fagan as the boss here. I'm going in with my hybrid light-dark Awoken Sakuya team, has plenty of time extends, and of course with Sakuya's 10x multiplier you can do a ton of damage. So right off the bat, I see I don't have a board I can activate with, which is kind of a bummer when you just hop in a high stamina dungeon and you're running a color combo team and you don't have all your colors. I didn't want to use one of my Kali actives, so I decided to go ahead and match out the board and just kind of hope for something just like that, which was a nice green Skyfall, which ended up as a 10x, a 10 combo and a 10x attack. So I take out Defoud in one move, which is fantastic. So moving on, so the Chinese gods, none of them are too difficult. They all have the same sort of thing. Actually, it looks like Karen actually doesn't. But the rest have a 20% threshold where they're going to kill you. Karen will kill you. I guess she just takes a few turns and then she'll kill you. Three turns. So she skips her first one, which she just did, and then she will do a couple other pretty large attacks, and then just go for just a kill shot there. But they all pretty much give you one or two turns, so there's nothing too challenging here. You have time if you mess up a board. I think, well, here I can't even activate, and I try to once again match up everything as good as possible and hope for that final Skyfall. I only need 2 blue for a Skyfall here, and what I should have done actually right there was completely leave that green alone, because it would have cascaded right down into a match. And who knows if I would have got the blue Skyfall, but I never did match up properly. But thankfully, Dark Izanami's shield was still up, so I was able to tank the hit, and it wasn't anything horrible. So you can see now I'm just trying to get my all of my matches in and get as many combos as I can. I also had to heal up here because Haku has a preemptive attack. So I'm able to take her out with that combo there, and here comes Haku with a 15,000 preemptive. So as long as you're moderately healed up, most teams can take that without much of a problem. If you have high enough level monsters that you're actually trying this, you could take a 15,000 hit. So here I do have a board I can activate on. You can see I've got the blues kind of spread out, and as a result I want to try and bring them over, and what I end up doing is a mistake I've made in the past as well, where when there's 2 different kind of spread out colors and they kind of overlap with each other, you accidentally kind of get them in the way, and in that case it was the red getting in the way. I didn't quite finish up that combo, and obviously it cost me quite a bit here. I did not activate, and I got popped pretty good. And I'm speeding up all of my kind of think time in between these combos. As a combo or color match lead, I should say, and a combo lead, I take my time to really kind of look over all the boards and make sure that I'm trying to match them up as good as I can. At this point in time, most of what I'm capable of doing is just kind of stacking. When you're going for one side of the board, building up matches of 3, or building up matches, a couple 3 on each of the bottom, then work your way across the top. Just the kind of standard stacking strategies. I'm definitely not quite at a bunch of planned cascade levels, but I'm working on it. Anyways, you can see here I'm dealing with I have Leylon here. I have a board I can't activate on, and lucky enough I do get the light Skyfall that I need. I do have a bit of luck in this run. It's my second time trying level 9 for this challenge series. The first time, I forget how I died, but it was in a way where I knew if I just put together a good run, I was very capable of beating this. Anyways, you can see, oh, I've got some of my combos in kind of high speed. I don't think I really meant to do that. That's okay. Wasn't anything too great there. I knew I had to take out Leylon. She had barely any health, so I just had to match up. So Meimei is different than the other Awoken Chinese monsters you have to face because she is a high defense, low hit point monster. So that is, she has 600,000 defense and only 57 hit points. So as long as you have one monster that does 600,000 and 57, you will take her out in one shot. So basically what I have to do here, and it takes me a few turns, is get together a TPA, just like that. So I get my TPA, but of course I can't actually match up. I didn't have the greens, and a nice 9 combo goes to waste because I didn't have any greens connect in there. So now, once again, I end up with a board I cannot activate on. And if you look at Meimei's skills that she uses, she has attacks at 11,000. She has some leader binds, which I don't have to worry about because Awoken Sakuya is unbindable. And her big hit is only under 20,000. So if I don't hit her under 20%. If I don't hit her under 20%, she'll hit for 10 or 11,000. So it's nothing that's going to kill me in one shot here. And that I actually just completely messed up. I had everything kind of go properly. I was able to get my Skyfalls, and I messed up matching the greens. So at this point, I can actually I am able to activate here, of course, but I also am able to take another hit if I had to. I won't get it under 20% if I don't activate, and if I do, I'd either kill her or again just kind of ping her. So really, again, it's not too difficult. You can see how this is. I mean, it's a challenge 9. There's nothing easy about it, but you definitely get to what's it called? You get to have some leeway here with some of your moves. There's nothing that's going to one-shot you. Aside from right now, where if I if I don't activate with the TPA and kill her, then she'll one-shot me. So looking at the board here, you can see that I have enough dark for a TPA, but I did not have enough light for a TPA. So I wanted to match up and make sure I got my dark TPA so that my dark Kali would attack with that TPA. And you can see I get a 9 combo, and she does almost 900,000 worth of damage, which is enough to take her out. So here, going against Sakuya, she blinds the board. Unfortunately, my blind resist did not kick in, so I have a blinded board, but I can see my enhanced orbs here. I mean, you can take a peek at them and see what they are. And obviously with Awoken Yomi on the team, she enhances all of the dark orbs. She has so many orb enhances. So those are all of my dark orbs. So I start off by just matching those and pretty much clear the board after that. And what I end up with is actually a pretty decent board. And I'm able to actually activate. I could have gone one more and gotten a 36x, which would have been nice. But unfortunately, I didn't match up that last bit of hearts. So I'm here. I'm once again left with a board I can't activate on. You could see it happened to me quite a few times. But that's okay. That's the sort of thing you have to kind of work through when you have a color match lead. And you can see once again, I go ahead and I make a dark TPA. Actually, I have another dark TPA fall, but unfortunately, no light sky falls. So her next move I knew was to bind dark cards, which is just fine because Awoken Sakuya has a bind clear built into her active. Now, one thing I did kind of make a mistake here on is she's on a 2-turn countdown, and I do have 6 hearts on the board, and Dark Kali can clear binds with a row of hearts. So it's kind of a bummer that I did not remember to utilize that and save an active, but it turned out just fine because I was able to go at it with a 2-turn countdown, so if I messed up, I wasn't going to get killed there. Okay, so moving on to Fagan, he preemptively takes away some of your movement time, which is kind of a pain, but of course, thankfully, Yomi will counteract that. Now, you can see once again, I have a board I can activate on, but I knew I wanted to use a Kali active here because I wanted to get rid of hearts to increase the likelihood that I could make a higher number of combos, therefore a higher attack multiplier, and hopefully with all these enhanced orbs and the extra movement time, I could match out pretty well. So you can see here I'm trying to just go for pretty much a standard stacking strategy, and I knew I wanted to make a light TPA, and unfortunately because I was moving with a light there, I ended up not being able to finish off as many as I wanted, doing only 7 combos, but with the TPA there, it was enough to take Fagan out, and that finished up challenge level 9. So being as this isn't the toughest group of challenge dungeons, I do think I could tackle challenge 10, which would be the first time. I'm going to see if I could no-stone it if possible, and of course if I do, I'll get a video up for you guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you can tackle these challenge dungeons. I didn't put up all the details because I figured if you're good enough to be tackling a level 9, you're going to look up all the details on your own and know how to run this. Please like, subscribe. I'll be coming out with more content as more dungeons come out, more clears, more pulls, all sorts of fun stuff. I'll see you in the next video, guys.